Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A week ago today, Barcelona faced off against Almeria, and it was the first time we heard anything about this Joan Laporta-Xavi beef. And it's actually not really a beef because Xavi's not engaging in it at all, and he's done nothing wrong. It's more like a week ago today, we found out our president is a sensitive little bitch. That's what we found out a week ago today. And 7 days later, it hasn't gotten better. It's actually gotten worse and more embarrassing. And the past month has made me embarrassed to be a Barca fan, and the past week even more so. And honestly, the past 5 months. This whole Xavi in and out saga is the most chaotic, stressful, and honestly, like I'm going to say one more time, embarrassing saga I've ever lived through as a fan of this club. And I've been a fan of Barca since 2006, 2007. Almost 20 years at this point. Not really, but like 15 years. It's insane. I cannot believe we're still doing this. I cannot believe we went through the whole thing with Xavi leaving and then Joan Laporta begging him to come back, and now Joan Laporta wants to kick Xavi out the back door. It's insane. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. With any club. Honestly, with any club. It's crazy. If you guys haven't heard the news, by the way, it looks like Barcelona are going to have a new coach come the summertime. Hansi Flick. Because it came out yesterday that apparently Barcelona's representatives went to meet with his representatives in London, and apparently the meeting went really well, and Hansi Flick is pretty certain he's going to be the new Barca coach. And, you know, reporting in Catalonia is weird right now because the most reliable sources are like contradicting each other. Some people say it's true, the meeting happened. Some people say it's not true, the meeting did not happen. I think it's confirmed now that the meeting did take place. And like I said, it looked like it went really well because Hansi Flick feels pretty confident about the Barca job. And look, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Hansi Flick. Once he gets appointed, if he gets appointed, we can talk about my expectations for him once he becomes the Barca manager. But for right now, we have a manager and his name is Xavi. And honestly, you guys know how I feel about Hansi Flick. And this cycle, he was my #1 choice. Obviously, overall, I would love Pep or Jurgen Klopp or even Luis Enrique. But in this cycle, the people that are available, my #1 choice is Hansi Flick. I made a video about that yesterday, doing my Barca potential managers tier list, and I put Hansi Flick at the top, and I waxed poetic about him. So I'm excited if Hansi Flick does come in to see what he's gonna do. But that does not take away from the fact that what we've done with Xavi, what Barca have done with Xavi, what Joan Laporta, not Barca, what Joan Laporta has done with Xavi over the past week is a joke. And that will forever be a black mark on his legacy at Barcelona. He is one of the greatest and most influential figures in the history of this club. He propelled. He was one of the leading causes for the greatest dynasty or run in football history. Pep Guardiola's Barcelona. He's the one that appointed Pep Guardiola, who brought him up from the first team. He's the one who empowered him. He's the one that brought Barca back to relevancy back in the early and mid 2000s. He did that. He's the one that came in when Barca were in the middle of a financial crisis after that fucking scumbag Bartomeu ruined the club. And, you know, he's trying to fix it now because he loves his team. I really do believe that Joan Laporta loves this club. But what he's doing with Xavi will forever leave a black mark on his legacy. I don't care what anybody tells me. By the way, I don't think his tenure since he came back has been that great. People like to fucking get on their knees and suck Joan Laporta off for his tenure since he came back. I think it's been good, but not that great. Honestly, I think he's swung and missed a couple times, but still. Doing this to Xavi is unacceptable, and you guys know I am not the biggest fan of Xavi as a manager. You know that. You guys know that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I hope Xavi stays because I love him." I don't care. But what I do care about is the way that you've treated him, and he's a club legend. He is a club legend, and he was gonna leave. What pisses me off the most is that he was gonna leave, and you begged him to stay. You begged him to stay, and he was gonna leave. And now we're hearing all these reports that Xavi's finding out about all this, like us, through the media. All these reports about Xavi's sad and Xavi's still going to stay professional, I don't care about those because they're not how do you confirm that? I mean, are you talking to Xavi's wife? I don't know how people report that and how we can confirm that. But what I do know is that Xavi's finding out about these developments like we are. Like I am, like you are, just sitting at home reading the Twitter, I guess, or looking at the newspaper or looking at the TV. And that's unacceptable, man. It's like flirting with a new girl when you're still married. Joan Laporta, you're married to Xavi and you're going out of your way and publicly flirting with other women. I mean, game is game, but still, bro, don't do that. It's not okay. It's really not okay. And especially, like I said, because Xavi was gonna leave and you begged him to stay. If that wasn't the case, okay, but he was gonna leave and you begged him to stay. And if you're gonna fire Xavi, it should have been after January. After the loss to Real Madrid, after the loss to Atletico Bilbao, and after the loss to Villarreal. When he wasn't managing well, and Barca were going through the worst period of the season. But then you stay with him, you stick with him, and then Barca go on this insane run, and now we're obviously not back to where we were, but you know, we finished the season off fairly strong. But now you want to fire him because of comments that he made, and you want to publicly humiliate him in the media. I'm not okay with that. I will never be okay with that. And I will forever resent Joan Laporta for that. Because say what you want about Xavi, and I've said a lot of shit about Xavi, which I don't take back, by the way, because everything I've said is about him as a manager. But say what you want about Xavi, he loves this team, and you can tell. And sometimes it's to his detriment because we see he loves this team so much he gets sent off anytime Barca get a call that doesn't go their way. Anytime the referee blows doesn't give Barca a foul or something, we see Xavi throw a temper tantrum because I know how much he loves this team, and you could see it when he was a player. He adores Barcelona. He bleeds red and blue, and I appreciate that, and I love that about him. Again, I don't think he's a great manager, but that's besides the point. It's about the treatment. It's about the way you treat people. And if you're gonna treat a club legend like that, after you already didn't re-sign Messi, which is another thing that we can talk about another day, but that's still something that I resent him for, what he did to Messi. And now you treat Xavi like that, a club legend. What are other? So how are you going to treat Hansi Flick? Because Hansi Flick has no ties to Barca. So if he fucks up, what are you going to do? You're going to embarrass him more than you embarrass Xavi. I mean, how can you embarrass someone more than you're embarrassing Xavi right now? Because like I said, he's finding out about this through the press like we are. That's not okay. And what the fuck, why? Joan Laporta is the president, right? So why the fuck do you have a sporting director? Why is Deco there if you're calling all the shots? So what is Deco? Just like a puppet? He's just like a figurine? Why is Deco there then? I don't understand. That's something that I can't understand. Why the fuck is Deco there if you're calling all the shots? Is that really your job? Or isn't your job to talk to companies and pull levers and all that stuff and do the financial do all the financial stuff? It's not really to pick a manager. That's usually what a sporting director does. But our president seems to be he's a fucking dictator, bro. He seems to be controlling everything. Like honestly, this is like in North Korea when you talk bad about Kim Jong-un, they execute you. Like Joan Laporta's Kim Jong-un now, and anybody who talks bad about the regime gets executed, like Xavi's about to do because he said that the financial situation isn't great. That's really what I thought about. I was like, oh my god, this shit's North Korea. You can't talk bad about the regime or you get executed. You can't talk bad about Joan Laporta. You can't state a fact, sorry, because Xavi didn't mention Joan Laporta. He talked about Barca's financial situation, and Joan Laporta got so triggered, he's going out of his way to publicly embarrass Xavi. I'm baffled by it. I'm truly baffled by it, man. And I don't know how other Barca fans feel, but I don't care. No, actually, I do know how other Barca fans feel because there's no way you can be a Barca fan and be okay with this. There's no way. And look, am I saying that Xavi, what he did was okay? I don't think it was anything wrong with it, honestly. People are coming out and saying that Xavi should not be criticizing the club publicly. I don't think Xavi said anything out of the ordinary. I think Xavi was just stating a fact about Barcelona at the moment, which is the financial situation is not good, and that's part of the reason why we can't compete with other big teams. And most notably, like I always talk about Real Madrid, which are our rivals, and we have to look at them because we compete with them in the league. It's always them and us and them. This season, they're first, we're second. Last season, we were first, they were second. It's always the same thing. Season before, they were first, we were second. If you want to win this league title, you gotta be better than Real Madrid. That's the only way. Atletico Madrid will beat them. We'll beat Girona, we'll beat Sevilla, we'll beat those teams. But if you want to win the league title, if you want to contend for trophies in Spain, you gotta keep up with Real Madrid. Same thing back in the day when Barca were at their best, Real Madrid had to keep up with us. That's why they brought in Jose Mourinho. That's why they got Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why they brought in Xavi Alonso. That's why they brought in Mesut Ozil. That's why they brought in all these players. You know what I'm saying? So, Xavi, to me, is not saying anything out of the ordinary. But again, this whole situation is disgusting, man. It is disgusting. And look, I don't know. My love for the club is always going to be there. And will always be there no matter what. Barcelona... is just it's as big a part of my life as taking a shit in the morning. It's that big of a part of my life. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to the club. I built a community with you guys here around this club. You know what I mean? So I love this team, but this has me just extremely embarrassed to call myself a Barca fan. And I never thought I would say that, honestly. And I've said it a couple of times, like I said over the past months, because it's been awful to watch. It's been awful to watch. And again, if you wanted to fire Xavi because of his performances on the pitch as a manager, I would have been okay with that. I actually endorsed that, honestly. If you guys watched my videos back in January, I'm not backing away from this, by the way. If people act like, oh, now you like Xavi, I've never, I don't like Xavi as a coach, but I'm talking about the treatment. If you want to fire him because of the performances is one thing, but for you to fire the man because of what he said in a press conference is a totally different thing. And by the way, it's not even like he said something super out of pocket, like I've been saying, and I think most reasonable people have been pointing out. It's not like Xavi came out and talked shit about your mom, or revealed secrets about the club. So again, for me, the fact that Xavi has to find out about all this through the media like we are is disgusting. And the fact that Xavi, the report came out that he doesn't want to, he might not even accept the salary that Barca owned because, again, remember, Xavi still owed money. He's still the coach for a couple more years. That's what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to be the coach next year, so he's owed something like 20 million, which is a fuck ton of money, especially for Barca. But apparently Xavi said he doesn't want to get paid, but he wants his staff to get paid. And that to me shows a man that truly loves his team. But again, he needs to take care of the people that he needs to take care of. And it's not Xavi or his staff's fault. They're gonna be out of jobs because Joan Laporta is an emotional little bitch. He acts like a middle schooler. So yeah, Xavi should get his money. Give Xavi his fucking money. Pay him everything. Take every single cent from this club. Xavi, I know you love Barcelona, but if you're watching this video, which I'm not sure if you are, and I don't know if you speak English, honestly. Actually, no, you do, because I saw that interview you did with Henry. So yeah, Xavi, listen to me, okay? English. If you like, I don't care how much you love this team, you take every single penny from them because they do not deserve you. And what they've done is embarrassing. Embarrassing. That's the only word you can use to describe this whole saga. It's embarrassing. And your staff should get every single penny. And your brother and your sister, whoever the fuck is on the staff, every single penny. Squeeze this club out of every single penny. And make Joan Laporta hurt. Because I think he's expecting, oh, Xavi loves the team, I'm going to fire him, I'm going to embarrass him, and he's going to let us get away with it scot-free. He's not going to claim his money. No, $20 million is 20 million fucking euros. Or dollars, euros, whatever it is. 20 million is 20 million, bro. You take that money. That's generational, bro. That's generational wealth. And I'm sure Xavi's doing fine already financially, obviously, but I'm saying, like, take that money. You take that money. Because you've earned it. Because you were going to leave on your own merit. You were not going to collect that money. And then the president begged you to come back. And you did it. You came back. Not, like, to my chagrin, but you came back. But now that you decided that you were going to come back and he wants to fire you and wants to embarrass you, you take every single penny. That would be my advice to him. Don't do it for the love of the club. Don't do it. Fuck that. If they want to be assholes, you be assholes with them too. An eye for an eye. I don't know if we as Barca fans can ever forgive Joan Laporta for what he's done. I really don't think so. Again, this guy is as influential figure as Barcelona have ever had. But this whole saga has really left a bitter taste in I think most of our mouths. I don't know. I didn't like saying that. I don't know. It left us uneasy. That sounds better. Uncomfortable with Joan Laporta. I don't know about the whole mouth thing. That sounded kind of weird. But anyway, man, I just wanted to come and get this out of my chest. I don't mean to make the same content all the time because you guys know that obviously this has been going on for a week now and I've made a couple videos on it. But I did want to talk about it today because this whole thing about Hansi Flick and, you know, basically announcing him while Xavi's still the coach and he has no idea what's going on, it really disgusts me, man. It really, really does disgust me. And we'll see what happens on Monday. I think the meeting's going to be on Monday post the Sevilla match between Xavi and Joan Laporta. I'm expecting that to, I'm expecting to make a video on Tuesday or Monday talking about how Xavi is probably not going to be the Barca coach anymore because I think with the way that it's progressing with Hansi Flick, that's the way that we're heading. But yeah, we don't know. I don't know. You guys don't know. I don't even think Xavi fucking knows. I don't even think Joan Laporta knows what he's going to do, bro. Honestly, don't think he knows what he's going to do. Honestly, if you ask me, I think Joan Laporta wakes up every morning and just kind of figures it out. How am I feeling today? Am I feeling sensitive? Am I feeling strong? Okay, let's fire the coach today because I don't even know if he knows. But again, that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Please let me know what you guys think of this whole saga down below. And let me know what you guys think about Hansi Flick and Xavi. And, you know, do you want Hansi Flick? Do you want Xavi to stay? Let me know your thoughts about this whole thing, please, down below, guys. Like always, I love to chat with you down there. And yeah, man, that's it for today. I love every single one of you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.